Hello everybody, I'm Eugene.
And I'm Muffin.
And welcome back to Hogwarts School of Bitchcraft and Misery. That's not the actual title, but I like it a lot more. Before we continue onward with the story, this is the featured fan art for this video. If you want to go follow the artist who made this, please follow the link in the description.
How freaking cute it is.
It's great. And yeah. Anyways, Muffin shall start reading. Oh, and we're going to be reading 2 chapters from now on, just so we can get this story over with, because it is slowly giving me cancer.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while, and we've realized that, the videos aren't that long anyway, so we can do 2 chapters in a video. So anyway, Chapter 5, A New Friend. Author's note. Hello, friends. I'm very sorry if this chapter is a bit shorter than usual, because just as soon as one sick little one gets better, wouldn't you know it, another one starts running a fever. Whew, Mommy's life is sure exhausting. I wasn't planning on posting another chapter until things had settled down, but the hubby says the work of the Lord doesn't wait for the whims of men. So you can all thank Ephesians 5:22 through 24 for the speedy update. Oh, and on that note, some of you lovely readers have requested me to write down the Bible verses after each chapter. Well, far be it from me to not spread the word of the Lord. Good, that saves me from having to, look everything up. Another question I've gotten in the original books, Harry Potter and friends frequently question authority. And how do I feel about this? Well, that is quite a toughie you've asked me. I talked to the hubby about it, and we agreed that usually it is good to obey authority, but when authority is acting in contrary to the Lord, you should talk to that authority about it. Acts 5:29. You must see authority figures making bad decisions in this chapter. Nobody is perfect except for the Lord. No, not even Dumbledore. No matter what the original books told you and how Harry Potter handles this, will be a big and how Harry Potter handles this will be a good big question in the story. Hint: it will be very different from the original books. And finally, I got a PM from a loving friend who was a bit confused, so I'll just clear this up now. I do not own the original books, so without further ado, Harry Potter woke up drowsily in a comfy, fluffy mattress. It was only now that he had the energy to observe his surroundings. The room was small, but also everything the little boy needed. There was a big, warm fireplace in the gray stone wall across from him, a shelf of intelligent, age-appropriate books. The Holy Bible was in the center of the shelf, of course. And there was a simple wood dresser of respectable, school-appropriate attire, and of course a clean porcelain sink for washing up and brushing teeth and such. It was only then our hero noticed that there was another bed in the room. It was the same as his own bed, except that this other bed had not been made. Also, this bed had its own Bible in it, and it looked different from the one on the shelf. But where was this new roommate of his? Harry looked behind him to see a small, pallid young boy with shockingly bright red hair, kneeling with seeming piety as he prayed to a small statue. At this shocking sight, Harry felt a horror, but he quickly composed himself and declared bravely, "Hello, friend. My name is Harry Potter, and I take it that we are roommates. What's your name?" "Ronald Weasley," the other boy responded friendly, and he reached out a handshake. "Welcome to Hogwarts. I am a Christian, too." "Really?" Harry exclaimed lightly and clasped his hands together. "This is joyous news." Ronald smiled deviously, and Harry remembered that he had just seen this boy praying to a statue, and he wondered why that would be. But he was new to this whole Christianity thing, and maybe that was okay. Still, it didn't feel quite right. He bravely resolved to bring it up to Dumbledore. "Would you like to come with me to breakfast?" Ronald queried politely, as he got up from the statue he had been kneeling in front of. "They have delicious food here in the Great Hall." "Would I ever?" Harry cried delightedly, and he bolted out of bed and brushed his teeth and washed his face. This little one had certainly had a healthy appetite. In a jiffy, Harry and his new friend had joined the stream of young lads on the steep, winding stairs heading to breakfast. They could smell the aroma of breakfast from the Great Hall, and it wafted right into their noses. Before they knew it, they were all sitting in the Great Hall. "Come sit with me and my family," Ronald offered eagerly, and he motioned frantically toward a table packed full of people with hair just as red as his. Come on, come on, come on! I can't wait for them to see that I have made a new friend." Harry followed Ronald with the obedience of one who does not have many friends in a new situation. Oh, what a difficult circumstance that can be, and how many believers had been led astray by those situations. "Guys, guys, guys!" Ronald screeched joyously as he pulled Harry towards the table of his family. "This is Harry Potter, and he is my new roommate." "Hello, Harry," the Weasleys chorused in unison. "Welcome to Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles." Hello, Harry sounded shyly. Something about this group made him nervous. Nice to meet you. He sat down at their table. He could smell delicious breakfast, but where is the food? No sooner had the thought crossed his mind when the Reverend Dumbledore came into the Great Hall stage and dropped down onto his knees and raised his hands skyward and screamed, Dear Lord, please provide these devout young ones with 3 strips of bacon or lengths of sausage each, 2 for the ladies, a bowl of hearty oatmeal flavored with cinnamon and apple chunks, 2 poached eggs cooked all the way through, home fries seasoned with garlic, a glass of orange juice and milk, and dishes up to the task. Harry was once again amazed to see the food appear in front of him. The food looked and smelled amazing. He suspected good old Minerva had something to do with this delicious spread. My question is, why do the guys get 3 links and the girls only get 2?
So they don't get fat.
Aw. But before he dug into the food, he remembered that he had something to discuss with the Reverend. Harry fought his nervousness, and he ran after Dumbledore as he hoped dexterously off the stage. Excuse me, the young believer cried innocently as he ran after the Reverend as fast as the little legs could carry him. Excuse me, Reverend. What is it, son? The Reverend reiterated kindly. He was dressed respectably in the sturdy, manly jeans and red, white, and blue pallid shirt over which he's dressing like a cowboy kind of, it seems
I don't
like.
want this image in my head. It's not going away, though.
Anyway, trusses were visible, and a pair of Admiral brown cowboy... Yeah, he's dressed like a cowboy. Brown cowboy boots. Are you settling in all right? I sure am, Harry retorted graciously. How are things with your family? Very well, replied Dumbledore knowledgeably, and he was impressed with his little one's manners. Was there something you wanted to talk to me about? Well, Harry began uncomfortably, and he scuffed his blue sneakers foot against the polished wood floor of the Great Hall. I woke up this morning, saw my roommate praying to a statue. Is that really an okay thing to do? That is a real toughie, Dumbledore answered ponderously. Well, I don't worship idols. It is, in fact, a very unchristian-like thing to do. But you see, here at Hogwarts, we divide ourselves up into sorting hats. After breakfast, all the new little ones will choose their hats. Each of the different hats have different beliefs, but we all love the Lord. And what more in common do you need? That does sound true, Harry pondered sensitively. But is it really? It seems that if we all really love the Lord, we don't need to divide ourselves. Are the divisions between the different hats really so significant as to merit dividing Christianity? What are these divisions? Well, they are somewhat significant, Dumbledore allowed tentatively. For instance, I am a Gryffindor hat. We believe everything in the Bible, and only the Bible. That redhead roommate of yours is a Slytherin hat. They made Ron a Slytherin! And Slytherins worship statues? Harry queried innocently. The Reverend nodded gravely. Then how are they Christians? Harry questioned skeptically. What about Exodus 24:6?
How do you know all these fucking Bible verses?
You are a new Christian. Just a couple days ago in this, Harry didn't know anything about Christianity. He would not know Exodus 24:6. That's a 10 commandment. Well, they have different commandments, Dumbledore explained well-meaningly. They love the Lord, and that's all we need. But do they really love the Lord? Listen, Harry, you judgmental fuck. Harry posited timidly. If they do, then why do they worship statues?
What are they? What? Do you know, what?
I don't know what denomination of Christianity worships statues. I'm not sure. Anyway, dark days are coming, Dumbledore replied earnestly. We need to be inclusive. If there were only Gryffindor hats at Hogwarts, then there would not be as many people left. I see, Harry conceded uncertainly as he walked back to Ronald's overcrowded table. He was getting nervous about his hat business, but he supposed he did have to trust Dumbledore. After all, grown-ups know best, right?
That could be questioned.
Yeah. Anyway, author's note. Blessings. Ephesians 5:22-24. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey God rather than men. Exodus 20:4-6. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any... Yeah, he would not know that this is a really long verse. He would not know this. Or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is on the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down to them thyself to them, or nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and shewing mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and keep my commandments. Since we're doing 2 in this video, on to Chapter 6. Chapter 6, Sorting Hat.
Oh boy.
Author's note. Hello, friends. I apologize to people whose private messages I haven't been able to reply to, but things are awful busy here in Fort Parsons, and a mommy's work is never done.
You just doxed yourself.
Kind of. Many thanks to those lovely friends who have asked about the little ones. It looks like the second Siki did not have pneumonia after all.
It's pneumonia.
Pneumonia. Did not have pneumonia after all, and it was just the flu. It was a rough few days, but now the little Parsons are in a tip-top shape. Phew. Harry Potter walked back to the table of redheads. It was only now that he noticed that they were all wearing black and green baseball caps with snakes on them. I don't like that at all.
I don't either.
Tentatively, Harry sat down next to Ronald, who was not wearing a hat since he, like Harry, was new. So, Harry began nervously, and he bit into a thick, juicy slice of perfectly fried bacon. What sorting hat do you think you will choose? Oh, I will definitely choose Slytherin, Ronald declared confidently, and he began to eat his oatmeal with his hands. My whole okay, just because they're not your denomination of Christianity, lady, doesn't mean you can portray them as animals, freaking eating oatmeal with his hands, you fuck. My whole family is Slytherins, bless you. He gestured to the countless redheads sitting at the table, and they all turned to Harry and smiled and waved. You should become a Slytherin too. We could do it together. Harry added ponderously, and he took a bite of eggs. Why don't you tell me about what Slytherins believe? Sure, Ronald replied ecstatically, and he kept eating his oatmeal. Well, first of all, we believe in the Bible. That is wonderful, Harry replied. That is wonderful, Harry reacted happily, and he took a sip of his orange juice. I do as well. Perhaps I could be a Slytherin after all. But wait, that's not all, Ronald continued excitedly, and washed his oatmeal down with his milk. Gryffindor hats believe in the Bible too, but Slytherins have even more. We have a book full of guidelines on how to be a good person, and a whole panel of Slytherin hats to tell us what to do. Harry furrowed his innocent, childish brow, and he took another bite of his oatmeal, and he questioned confusingly, Why do you need all that if you have the Bible? Ronald guffawed, and he shoveled more oatmeal into his mouth, and he replied, Why only have the Bible when you can have more? Why, that would be like only praying to God. Harry gasped in horror as he bit into more bacon. Of course I only pray to God. Who else would I pray to? You're new, again, lady, you keep portraying him with so much knowledge. He's a new Christian. Harry wouldn't know any of this. What about Mary? Ronald posed angrily around a mouthful of oatmeal. Maybe they're, Catholic? Maybe that's what they're supposed to be? What about Mary? Ronald posed angrily around a mouthful of oatmeal. You have to at least worship her. You mean the mommy of our Lord? He wouldn't know this either.
Yeah, he'd be like, who the bloody fuck is Mary?
Maybe he wouldn't say exactly that, but yeah. Harry demanded in scandal as he chewed his bacon. I don't worship her. Well, then God hates you, Ronald said simply, and a piece of bacon flew out of his mouth. Anyway, well then God hates you, Ronald said simply, and pieces of bacon flew out of his mouth as he did so. You cannot portray these people as pigs just because you don't like what they believe, lady. Harry was tentative since he was new to this whole Christianity thing. Remember that, lady, he's new to this, but he did not think God would hate him for not worshiping his mommy. On the contrary, he had a hunch that God wanted people to only worship him. Don't listen to him, commented a drowsy voice self-righteously from behind Harry. Harry turned around and he saw a girl about his own age. Her pale yellow hair was tied into braids, and she wore a tie-dye shirt and faded jeans and flowers in her hair.
Luna?
Peace signs and donkey patches were sewn all over her clothes.
Luna! Oh no!
Oh, they're ruining her.
No, not Luna!
You should not become a Slytherin hat, the girl continued confidently, and she was eating what looked like it was supposed to be bacon, but it did not smell or taste like bacon. How do you know what it tastes like? Like
a lot of
Harry hasn't.
Probably vegetarian food, but it's a lot of vegetarian meat actually just tastes like normal meat. Yeah, I've had it.
It missed that smoky, meaty taste that bacon is supposed to have. Instead, it tastes like vegetables blended together and dyed red. Yuck.
That is.
Harry would take real bacon over that any day of the week. They are far too strict. Harry hummed skeptically. He was not sure about this whole Slytherin business, but the word strict was not what came to mind. You should become a Hufflepuff hat, the girl instructed Eric.
Did you just fucking make Luna go to fucking Hufflepuff? I will destroy you.
You should become a Hufflepuff hat, the girl instructed arrogantly, and continued to nibble at her breakfast. That's what I am going to do. What do Hufflepuff hats believe in? Harry pondered aloud, and he took a bite of his real bacon. Oh, how he wanted to find the true hat. Hufflepuff hats believe in the Bible, but only some of it, Luna explained casually, and was still feeding on that stuff. We don't believe in the stuff against fornication and drinking and socialism, but we really like Matthew 7:1. I'm going to scroll down to here where it says, Matthew 7:1, judge not that ye be judged. So they don't believe in judging anyone. And that's about it. We're really fun, and we seem really nice and really tolerant as long as you agree with us. That was when a derisive laugh echoed throughout the cafeteria. A smug-looking young man, about Harry's age, with slick back hair and even paler blonde than Luna's and wearing a sweater vest and khakis, strolled languidly down between the rows of tables.
No, Malfoy, what have they done to you?
Please, ignore this fool, Draco drawled smugly. Luna here thinks that she can have a career even though she's a woman, and women are stupid. Harry gaped at this horrible person. What a mean thing to say. Oh, no. Are they going to make Draco a Ravenclaw?
They are going to make him a Ravenclaw.
No, I'm so mad.
Hey, at least your house isn't being portrayed like... Well, actually, no. Both of our houses are being portrayed as, like, a bunch of pricks.
Yeah. Women shouldn't have careers because women are stupid.
Suck my dick.
Harry shouted indignantly. Women are not stupid at all. Women should not have careers because women are nurturing and loving, and their gifts serve them best in the home. Bitch, my gifts serve me best in a vet clinic, like cutting open animals who need me to cut open them because I'm crazy and like cutting things open. So don't tell me I belong in a home.
Yeah, and my skills best serve in a game industry, so suck it.
Yeah. Draco gasped tentatively. You are diluting the truth. Women are beneath men. No, I'm not, Harry fired back bravely. You are twisting the truth, so you can be mean with it. Women are not beneath men. Men and women are just different. Luna smiled at him gratefully. Draco was clearly fumbling for ground here. There is not much ground to stand on when you are being hateful. But he finally came up with, well, at least I don't eat with Slytherin hats. I hate Slytherin. Ronald began to cry into his oatmeal. I don't hate Slytherin hats, Harry declared boldly. I think they should become Gryffindor hats, but that's because I love them. Besides, the Lord ate with sinners all the time. Thank you, Harry, Ronald whispered tearfully. Well, you should just become a Ravenclaw hat, like me. No! Draco, no! Draco sputtered blusteringly. We really are the best hat. Oh, my hat. Why are you doing that?
Don't worry.
They're ruining my house.
They're ruining my house, too!
I think you mean we really are the most hateful hat, Harry corrected cleverly. And then he jumped onto a table, and he got down to his knees and raised his hands to the ceiling of the Great Hall, and he bellowed, Dear Lord, I have made my decision. I am a Gryffindor hat. Author's note, blessings.
Die.
That was those two chapters.
No, they got the houses all mixed up. They made Draco a Ravenclaw. They made Ron and his whole family Slytherins.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I am not happy about them making Ron a freaking Slytherin and Draco. They're ruining Ravenclaws.
They're ruining Slytherins and Hufflepuffs.
I am really disappointed with. I'm so mad. Like, why did you feel the need to change everyone's houses around? Why? I'm Muffin.
I'm Yuji.
See you in the next video.